超支流前。支流剣山。超支流前。それがしがお相手しよう。これでどうです？私までよ。超支流剣山。はい。お任せを。隙だらけですよ。私までよ。超支流私が力になってあげる。隙だらけですよ。まだ強くなる。今に見ていろ。隙だらけですよ。超支流 私も参りましょう。隙だらけですよ。私が出よう。
共に破壊を。
わしは師匠の中の皆と理想の主に。
これでも剣術師範でね、教えられることもあればと思ったんだけど、教わることも多かったな。
Oh, nice. Yeah, it's a slog. The last story mission in general is pretty bad. All the waiting and the scripted crap. Mida. Yeah, the update basically added nothing. That's why I didn't make a video on it. There's nothing to talk about. In the Koei Tecmo Discord, though, the social media rep said he was taking feedback and he's going to address it in a meeting, so I think after I'm done tonight, I'm going to write something out for him for stuff they need to change. Destroy all anchors, but it's got 3 people I need. I still don't want to do that. That's not worth it. That shit takes like 10 times longer than everything else. It needs to give me more than one guaranteed spawn before I'll do it. Otherwise, it's just a waste of time. I don't want to do destroy all pots either. It's like trying to give me the ones I don't have, but it's giving me all the annoying objectives that take forever. I don't want to do them. I want to get this done today. Not getting all the officers, just getting to the end of the tower. Infinite mode needs to drop more rare elements. More enemies need to spawn. It would be nice if they actually followed you around the map and you could group them up and things like that. Make the shitty sacred treasures better. Come on, game. Hook me up here. All I'm looking for is more than one officer I don't have as a guaranteed spawn on something that doesn't take like 20 minutes. I realize I have less than 40 officers left, so it's going to be harder to get that, but still, it's not being very nice to me. Jeez, it's not giving me anything. It's always, when it gives me something good, it's always destroy all pots, which is boring. Like the ones where you just fight. Purify all anchors I can put up with. Alright. Ugh.
私が出よう。
It's given me a couple of the rare spawns in this file, but it's still going to take forever. So, I probably won't do the, getting the full roster on stream. I'll probably do it off stream. A lot of it is just running around the map until you see one of the people you need on a rare spawn. Like a guaranteed spawn at the start, and then just resetting until they join. If they don't join, you just reset, and then you just go straight to them. You don't fight anybody else. But the recruitment bonus you get from finishing the tower really helps to reduce how many times you need to reset. Especially if they appear as a random spawn, you have a much higher chance of them actually joining, so... I didn't reset too much on this playthrough, I mostly just played through it. But I have, like, endless money, so there's no reason to not keep refreshing the rules until it gives me something good. What's up, Gro? How's the PC? I got stuck at the mall for an hour because the shuttle was really backed up. We have on-demand public transportation here in Bakersfield, and they were backed up, so I sat there and I played DMC3 for an hour. Life's not bad. I've never had them be that backed up before, and usually they're there in like 10-20 minutes, but today they took forever. Yeah, I should be able to let you game share with me. Do you have any games bought yet, or what? Because that's going to be the most expensive thing. It's like waiting for sales for the games you want. It's going to be a real pain. I'll have to come up with a system, though, because you can't play games on my account while I'm on. It doesn't let you. Only one person can be playing games on that library at a time. So I game share with somebody I know in real life, and basically I just tell him when I'm going to be gone or when I'm not playing, and then he goes on, and vice versa. You know, when he's at work, I use it sometimes. They have places that they can spawn more often, but it's still random. Okay, where are these people I don't have? I already made a guide. I already have a playlist, so you should watch that. I'm not making any more guides for this game. I already covered everything, so... I did put all my stuff in a playlist a couple days ago, so all the guides I made you can just go look at. I covered exactly what you're asking in like a 20-minute video, so you can check that out if you want. Because I had to figure out all that shit by myself. It's dumb. They can't. A lot of the new characters and the deities and stuff, they can't spawn guaranteed. Meaning that they have to be just a random spawn. And the only thing you can really do is just reset if if you see them. Basically, if they spawn at all, you don't want to leave that map until they join. So you just beeline for them and then reset if they don't join. No matter how many times it takes, Achilles in particular takes forever. Oh, hey! Look who's here! This bastard took like 20 years to spawn on my Switch file. He's just randomly here. Okay, so he didn't join, so he just clicked start over, and then reset, and then you just go straight back. You want to make sure you wait until their defeated quote is over, because sometimes they'll have a quote where they say that they're going to join, and then other times they don't. After their defeated quote, it will say that they joined anyway. So you always wait till you see a little tooltip over on the corner. Like, say, it said he was defeated, so you just reset. Keep doing it. Yeah, I found that out myself, just seeing if the RNG was locked. Luckily, the RNG is not locked when you get them on the map. Every single time you fight them, there's always a chance that they'll join. It's not like other games where the RNG is going to be the same as soon as you get in. The RNG is not, like, set in stone. So even if this takes like 20 times, it's faster than waiting for him to appear again. See, he's being an asshole. He's not joining. Nope. Come on, dude. Just join. Kind of wish he did not appear now, because I don't have the clear bonus to make them have a higher chance of joining. But this dude took like 4 hours to spawn when on my Switch file, so I'm not gonna waste it. Keep getting his ass kicked till he joins. Oh, there we go. Good. That's one of the hardest spawns to get in the game, so it's good enough. No, I don't. I'm not done with the tower yet. I'm trying to finish it right now. Also, if you get a rare spawn like him, don't reset for anybody else, because anybody else that can spawn guaranteed is not worth going too crazy over. You can always find them. If it's a spawn like that that's never guaranteed, it's better to just take them and get the rest later. You can reset so many times and have them not spawn. Hey, you don't watch other people play this? Why not? Doesn't seem like most people are even bothering to play this, which is sad. I think they should have charged less money for this game. I mean, I got it for free, obviously, because of the partner program, but I still would have paid for it because this mode just lets me have fun with the combat and doesn't overload me with stupid gimmicks and talking and stuff. But I think to the average person, it doesn't offer anywhere near as much content as the last game did. I think it's kind of short-sighted for them to charge so much for it. Maybe if they had, like, all the old characters and the Spirit of Sonata characters and stuff, this would be more worth it for just regular people. Alright, I think I have all these people, so I'm gonna go up here. It's pretty obvious they rushed this game out because Dynasty Warriors 9 got such a terrible reception. They probably rushed this expansion out too. I will say one thing though, this game actually has a good PC port. The only thing I really have turned off right now is particle effects. Otherwise, it's running pretty much 60 FPS lock for me. And you can fill the screen with so much crap in this game. I don't really hold it against it for dropping frames when there's a lot of action, like particle effects and stuff. So it's one of their few, like, really good ports that just works. Wow, that's a hell of a haul right there. Some of those are rare spawns. I think Sanzang is too. Susan is not a rare spawn for whatever reason. He can spawn anywhere. Yeah, sure, I'll do this one. How much is it on Switch? $20. I tried that Katana Kami game, by the way. I ended up refunding it. seemed like it was decent, but not enough for me to keep playing it. I got rid of it in like 20 minutes. I'm really glad I didn't get a review key for that, because I would not have been able to say much positive about it. Combat felt off. Like, they have a cool, like, counter mechanic in the game, but you can't guard cancel. So, it feels clunky. And you can get it off the dodge, too, but the dodge doesn't feel like it had many iframes. It just felt off. I got rid of it. Not worth my time. Didn't seem like for a procedurally generated game like it had much variety either. Good, he joined. Now I don't have to reset. A lot of the Way of the Samurai fans are kind of pissed that that game exists because they think if it sells bad that they won't make another Way of the Samurai game. Like, I feel bad for them because I really don't think that game is going to sell well. It looks like a PS2 game. And it kind of plays like one, too. Not like a good PS2 game, like the janky PS2 action games that people remember playing, but never want to go back to. I'm not talking like good stuff like DMC or Shinobi or anything, just like the random no-name ones that people rented and stuff, but never really fondly remember. That's exactly what it plays like. I'm glad I bought it on PC because I just refunded it and that's all I had to do. I would have been pissed if I had bought that on the Switch because I'd be stuck with it. Ugh. 800 targets, the only person I can get is Lubu. Don't think so. It's gonna be hard to get more than two people per level at this point. Yeah, sure, I'll do this one. Get me about to 30 officers left. だ。Sumimasen. Anything you could say is sorry. If you're sorry, then leave the game. Stop talking. Voice is like nails on a chalkboard. Hey, Kataro spawned. He's one of the officers I don't have yet. Unfortunately, he's a random spawn, so if I don't get him on this attempt, then I'm not going to be able to reset. It's just going to take too long. He's not rare anyway. You better join. Nope. Jinxed it. Oh, that was good. I'm surprised that landed. Last hit, too. Super stylish. I wish there were more characters with aerial-enabled moves. Those are definitely my favorite characters. Why I don't like playing as a Samurai Warriors characters. Their movesets are just boring. Dynasty Warriors ones are far more interesting. And at least some of the characters have aerial-enabled moves and stuff, which is what I really like. Dynasty Warriors characters are pretty much, not the Dynasty, Samurai Warriors characters are pretty much glued to the ground. It's not terribly interesting to me, plays them. Plus their movesets are a lot older too. That's why I don't really touch them much. I'm not doing Destroy All Anchors. Kiyomori is the only one. Oh, good. Alright. Hopefully I can find them quickly. I have no clue where those two spawns are. They must be up here in the corner. Yep. He didn't join. Oh, no, he did. Like I said, you always want to wait until after it says they've been defeated, because sometimes you get a message of them just saying, I'm going to join you now, and then other times you don't. So if you get a rare spawn, you don't want to reset too quickly. Always wait like 5 or 6 seconds or so. So now if the other guy doesn't join, then I'm not going to reset. It's kind of a low chance to get both of them. Dynasty Warriors characters were definitely pretty bad before that. One of the last patches they did for vanilla is where they fixed the elemental activations. The Dynasty Warriors characters had no element activations or procs on any of their EX attacks, so they were basically useless. They were nice to style with, but they did no damage because the game is so heavily, the damage formula is so heavily dependent on how many elements you have on your weapon and how you proc them. But after they fixed that in that patch, they definitely became playable. They were really bad before that, though. There wasn't really a reason to pick them. Hey, good, he joined. Nice. That's another rare spawn down. Who's down here? Oh, someone else. Oh, good. He faked me out. He did join. I think I'm at 150 now. Close to it. Oh, 148, so just under 30 characters left. Oh, the stupid NPC, man. What are you struggling with? Peons? Are you serious, dude? Come on, man. You're better than this. Can't handle a couple peons. What is the purpose of this NPC? He literally just stares off into space. He does nothing. Some of the objectives they have in this mode, I question why they're in the game. Like, destroying the pots and destroying the anchors is really boring. And then these ones where the time limit decreases if the NPC gets damaged. And he doesn't even fight. He literally just stands there. I've watched him before. Be like a car like running straight in his direction, and he would just stand there, like completely zoned out. Let's just get out of here. Gonna lose my clear bonus soon because of that stupid bozo NPC. Stared off into space too long and couldn't handle like 50 peons. Yeah, you're a true warrior. You're not. Guy's like on too much sleeping meds or something. He had like too many energy drinks. He's like just completely crashed. He's just frozen still. Ah, perfect. Should be able to get at least one or two of them. Alright, there's one. See if Kotaro's on the map yet. No. There's two. I think I'm at a cool 150 now. Gonna find Kotaro. I think he was the last guaranteed spawn that I don't have. It's like not spawning any enemies. This is one of the worst maps you can get for kill count. As the map is so drawn out. There's not a lot of places where they spawn. One of the things they need to fix in this mode is make it spawn more peons and officers. Come on, game, spawn the damn officers already. Jeez. It's like spawning no peons at all. Got to go to the officers just to get some peons to spawn. Pretty close to depleting the pool for this map anyway, so I'm gonna have to just run around and find peon clumps. If he doesn't join, I'm not resetting. I don't care at this point. I'll just grab him some other time. Not worth it. This map is too slow. One of the worst maps you can get to, like, reset for an officer to join. He didn't join, by the way. Have to get him some other time. Run through here. There's nobody I don't have. Just gonna skip them. Yeah, I have all these people. Don't need the experience, don't need the growth points. And the materials would be nice, but I don't care at this point. I think I'm just gonna finish the tower and probably just play something else. Or stop. My hands are getting pretty cramped from playing this a lot. Mostly the DMC3 Switch has been cramping my hands, so I don't know how much I really want to game tonight. The only goal I really had was to finish the tower today, as the rest is just clean up, which isn't particularly interesting to watch, especially when you're out of normal spawns and all you have left are rare spawns. It's pretty much just resetting over and over and over until you see them in one of the guaranteed spots. Pretty much all I'm missing is just, I have like a couple characters in cleanup that are regular spawns, and everybody else is a rare one. I have to go to the roster after this and see exactly who it is I'm missing. Hit bodied. GG.
この勝負お前に預けておいてやろう
Nah, this game doesn't really cramp my hands. It's mostly whenever a Switch game comes out that I play a lot, it generally cramps my hands. The Switch Joy-Cons are like not ergonomic at all. They're really terrible. I think they're the worst. There we go. So now I can do cleanup later. I'm only missing 25 officers. I might consider getting a Split Pad Pro tomorrow. I might. One of my locally owned game stores actually has one right now. Okay, so there's 2 people missing in Shu. Wei is Sima Shi, or Sima Yi actually. Lubu. A couple people in here, which won't be hard to get. Someone missing in Samurai 2, Kotaro, and then not sure that I think it's Hideyoshi. Bunch of people missing in 3. Yeah, it's missed a lot of the deities. Kiyomori, Orochi, Benkei, Yinglong, QB, Zeus, which doesn't count because he doesn't join until you finish everything. Hades, Hayabusa. There's actually not that many rare officers left. I actually did get the majority of them already, which is good. I'll probably be able to finish this tomorrow, actually. I'm not going to do it tonight because it's still pretty luck-based. Yeah, how many deities am I missing? Not that many. Kiyomori's a guaranteed spawn too. So is Orochi. Pretty sure he is. Benkei is guaranteed as well. I think Yinglong and QB aren't. Hayabusa and Hades are rare, so I'll have to reset for them. I'm surprised they haven't, like, improved the RNG. I was hoping that they would make some actual good changes to the game with this last patch, but they basically did nothing. I feel like you should be able to spend, like, gems and just guarantee somebody to spawn. Because you're never going to run out of gems. It's basically impossible to run out. The most expensive thing you can get is the ultimate weapons, and by the time that you can farm those, you're going to be swimming in money anyway. You're going to be getting like several 100,000 every map, pretty much. Like, generally a tower will basically pay off an ultimate weapon craft in full, even if you don't have the materials for it. They should just make it so you can spend like a couple 100,000 and just guarantee someone to spawn. So a lot of people are getting pissed off. I saw some people on the Dynasty Warriors Reddit talking about how they can't get Achilles to spawn, and they're wondering if they're doing something wrong. I'm like, wow, that sounds like me 2 months ago. You aren't doing anything wrong. The game just has to decide to spawn him, and then he has to decide to join. There's like 2 layers of RNG. Yeah, it's even worse if you get a bunch of other people. If you get like more than one rare spawn on one map, which is possible, and then one of them joins and the other one doesn't. So even if you reset for one, if the other one doesn't join, you're SOL. You have to find him again, which is dumb. Yeah, I can easily do cleanup on all these. Probably just go all the way down to the bottom and just find all the ones, even if they're boring ones. It won't take too long to do. In fact, I'll do this one right now. Someone in the Koei Discord, they asked the social media rep or the community manager if he would take suggestions, and one of the things he suggested was a free mode where you can play the story, but they don't talk. I'm like, wow, I wish I could persuade them to add that. So unfortunately, the story mode is still like where you get the most fun battles because there's large groups of officers, and you don't get that in this mode. But you both trivialize the story and power. You power creep the story to basically being piss easy, and then you have to sit through all the talking, which just totally kills the momentum you have. And it'd be cool if they would add that. That would add a lot of replay value, actually. It would make going through the story again not so painful. But they could also just make this mode more interesting. Add more officers and peon spawns, have them follow you, and most importantly, make it drop rare elements. That's the biggest flaw to this game, is like, this is the hardest content in the game, and they expect you to go back to the stuff that you power creep to get the best elements in the game. Like, what sense does that make? It's like playing an RPG, and to get your endgame material or gear and stuff, you have to go back to the beginning of the game and fight like goblins or something. That's basically what this game wants you to do. You run out really fast. Once you start like messing around with characters in this, you're gonna run out of rare elements pretty quickly. I don't think they'll abandon this game. I mean, they still update Dynasty Warriors 9 for whatever reason. They have those anime costumes coming. I have to wonder if do they really think anybody's going to buy those, because they can't be bothered to like actually add new content. Generally, when you release like DLC like that, you either put the game on sale or you have new content to entice people to come back. But if they can't be bothered to do that, like, what are they expecting? Last thing they added to the game that was actually substantial was the hardest difficulty, which is a piece of crap anyway. It's just inflated HP. From America. Where the hell is Kotaro? He's like not here. I think I'm done on this for tonight. Luckily, I'm only missing like 2 or 3 rare spawns, so the cleanup is not going to be too bad. I definitely don't feel like doing it right now. I've already done this before, so I don't really feel like I need to push myself so much. I think I'm going to play something else or just stop altogether.
者と連れ立っての鍛錬。昼は鍛錬。
Yeah, I'm gonna take a break from this. I think that was more progress than I was expecting. I got like 20 characters doing that, which is crazy. I was not expecting to get that many. I got a bunch of rare spawns too. Achilles spawned as well. He's one of the hardest characters to get. So he only spawns on like the Greek mythology themed levels for the most part. And I got super lucky. Not only did he spawn, he also spawned right in front of me, which meant that I had to reset like 10 times to get him, but that saved a ton of time. So I got a key for this today, and I was going to make it today's video or tomorrow's video, but unfortunately the game runs like garbage. I looked at they gave me a key for this for the beta. I looked at the research, I did some research on it, and they posted a thing in here saying that we heard a lot of people complained about the optimization, so we're going to make it better. And even in the training mode with like no assets loaded at all, but the two character models, it wasn't even running at 60 FPS. It was running at like 55. And then when I got into town, it was running like below 40, which is like unacceptable for a game like this. And I thought it was just my computer, but then there are a bunch of people in here saying the optimization was really bad. The combat actually seems pretty good. I played a little bit in training mode. It seems like something I would get into, but it's a typical Korean game, and it's terribly optimized. Like I didn't even get into the actual game. Just moving around the town was like barely playable. Like if you're gonna make a battle royale game, I assume this is going to be free to play. I think if they charge for it, it's probably gonna die really fast too. But they need to get the optimization to something acceptable. The whole point of games like this is they're supposed to be easy to run so that they're accessible to people. Yeah, it's like a battle royale, but it has like loot drops and there's like monsters and bosses and stuff. It's not just PvP. I think it's actually a really cool idea, and it's mostly melee focused too. Like more than half the classes in the game are melee. There's a combo system, like the players like actually stagger and stuff. I think it's a cool idea, but the Black Desert Online people are making a very similar game to this. I mean, that game runs like crap too, so they have that in common. It seems right up my alley. This is probably like the only battle royale game I would ever play, but if it's going to be running like barely 30 FPS, I'm out. They really need to fix that. I don't like battle royales at all. I was kind of interested in playing this, but I didn't even get into a game. It ran so poorly. I couldn't even play it. I felt bad that they gave me a key and I'm not going to cover it, but it's like if I just tell people it runs like shit, that's not going to do them any good either. I don't get why they didn't optimize it. Like I'll show you the forum posts. There's like multiple posts in here saying that the game is like not in an acceptable state. It's not really something that they could sell. Yeah, the game is essentially unplayable. The performance is not even close to acceptable. It is basically unplayable. Performance is nowhere near anything good. Yeah, exactly. I did play Anarchy Reigns, which is kind of like a battle royale, sort of, but was melee focused, obviously. Performance is bad. Performance is absolutely horrible. did put out a patch. Maybe I'll try it right now. I'll see. Maybe the patch like magically fixed something, but I doubt it. I don't know what it is with like Korean games that they don't know how to optimize anything. They make like really cool looking games and then they run so poorly you can't even enjoy them, especially since they make like nothing but action MMOs. They barely even make tab target ones anymore. So most of them are still playing Lineage 2 from like 20 years ago. Is the game even going to load? Can I even get that far, or is it just going to give me a black screen? Tempted to just uninstall this game. It's like not even playable. Yeah, I'm gonna force close it. If I can. I can't even close the damn thing. There it goes. Well, there's your Hunter Arena Legends gameplay. A black screen. It won't even load anymore. I understand it's hard to make a game. It's hard to get people to play it, and it's hard to get the word out, but if you're going to have a closed beta, at least make sure that the game performs to a level where people can actually play it. I mean, asking people to play a very demanding, gameplay for a battle royale, battle royales are generally just shooters, so it's pretty much just click on the head. There's obviously a lot more to it than that, but lag does not matter as much as it does with something that's supposed to be where you're doing combos and dodging attacks and you have to counter and guard break and stuff like that. You can't do it when the frame rate's that bad. It's not possible to do so. I feel like they could have just like pushed the beta back or something. I feel like they're going to have to do another closed beta or something. If they start charging money for that and it still runs like that, the game is dead on arrival. I hate to be negative like that, but it's true. You can't put out a game like that and have it perform poorly. It's just not going to do well. The only exception to that seems to be PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, which also runs like crap, but was really popular for like a year. That was a hot game for like 10 months or something, and then people stopped playing it. But I remember I had friends that played it, and they said it ran terribly. I'm like, well, I'm surprised it even got its foot in the ground anyway, foot in the door anyway. It's honestly shocking to me. Generally, your game just gets destroyed if it can't run well. Still black screen. It's weird. It shouldn't be. Hold on. It's probably because I had this source up. The OpenBOR does that. Yeah, change scenes. There it goes. Oops. Poor Cunio, he's dead. Hell yeah. Classic knee. Only boomers would understand. Should have grouped them together. Yeah! Crazy how much they punish you on reaction. You have to dodge really far away from them. Need to get better combos off that invincible kick. I don't like how unfair hard this game is. Boss fucking blocks everything. It's really annoying. Block way too much, and it feels like they input read too. Like, if you dodge right near them, as soon as you're out of invincibility, they hit you every time. So you really have to, like, time your dodges. You have to space them properly. If you're anywhere near them, you're gonna get hit. This track's so good. It's been like 30 years and that flying knee never gets old. I played Double Dragon when I was like 3. Yo! Double Dragon Neon felt a lot more fair than this game, but I think this game has a lot more love put into it. I'll probably back the project for this. I don't think the game is as fun as it should be because it's so punishing, but it is very fun, and I can definitely see the quality. Hey, you look at the stuff on the Steam coming soon for like the beat 'em ups, and a lot of them look terrible. Like, this guy has no money, no publisher. He has the original pixel artist working with him, but he doesn't work for free. It's all donation driven. Like, basically the sprite artist asked for the money, and people have been donating, and that's what gets the new sprites made. Like, the Abobo sprite is brand new. It's not recycled from anywhere. Hell yeah, guys. Ushingo Kusatsu. That's awesome. Pretty good example there. As soon as I get out of iframes, he already had an active hitbox out. They're like programmed to punish your dodges. You can't dodge into them at all. You have to be like a couple character lengths away from them to not get hit. It will basically happen every time. I'm noticing that now. Does the save feature work on this? I don't think it does. Yeah, you can't, you can't save in that game. Normally, Open Beats of Rage games, it has the engine has a built-in save feature, That like when you back out of the game, you can go back to the exact like screen transition that you were at. But for whatever reason, you can't in that game. I don't feel like playing through the whole thing right now. It's like almost an hour long, I think, with the last level he added. A lot of open BOR games are like that, though. They're really fun to play, but they aren't balanced in the best way. They're like too hard, or they're doable, but they're just frustrating, or they're too long. The only one I've really felt that's gotten it perfect is probably Streets of Rage 2X. I think that's like all around the best open BOR game I've played, because all it really does is it just updates the old game. It doesn't really change things too much, and you can even turn off the juggles and stuff too, which is nice. For the people that are like super purist and stuff, you don't have to play with any of that stuff on. I think it makes the game better. Being able to run on the juggles and stuff makes the game a lot more satisfying, but I can see why some people aren't on board with that. Alright, let's see if this works. I think it's going to be the last game of tonight. No, it's not going to work because the thing came up. Oh, no, it did. Cool. Alright. This might be one of my next speed runs, actually. Alright. Game feels so good to play. Made by one guy in his spare time. He doesn't have a, I don't think he has any kind of crowdfunding for this at all. He has a Patreon, but I don't think anybody backs him. This is actually one of the best beat-em-ups I've played. Really solid. I know there's another version after this I haven't touched yet. I should see what he's added. This is the version from a couple months ago. Got me in the middle of the vault animation where you're not invincible. I think the whole bike is a hitbox. A lot of times I'll like throw somebody right when they come at me and I still get hit because the back of the bike is a hitbox too. Got a Zuna drop. Damn. He's not staying in the combo. I don't have him aligned properly. You can take off a huge chunk of his health if you get him at like the right angle, but it's hard. You can also punish him like that too when he dives. Your Super Joy. Alright, I think I'm gonna stop for tonight. Probably continue this run tomorrow. Hands are kind of cramped from all the DMC3 today, so I think I'm gonna rest. It's nothing bad. It's just it happens with the Switch. The Switch is like the least ergonomic game controller I've ever used, and I've been gaming since the 80s. I've never used a controller that was that bad. The original Nintendo controller was bad because the square parts, the corners of the controller would like cut into your hand. It would hurt for a while. That controller wasn't bad either. It was bad too, but I don't recall ever getting cramps from it. The Switch has given me more cramps from gaming in the past 2 years I've had it than anything else. I might have to look into a Split Pad Pro. It seems like that's like the best way to play in portable mode, but the problem is the Joy-Cons are like much bigger than the regular official ones, so they don't fit in most cases. I've heard that's like the only real downside to it is they're far more ergonomic. They prevent cramps. The buttons are bigger. The D-pad and analog sticks are better too, but you need to have like a monster case to protect them. And then they're like $50 too, so you don't want to have them unprotected, and then you're out a bunch of cash. Tomorrow I don't work a double my kitty sitting, so I don't know if I'm gonna do more Orochi cleanup, some DMC3, or I might just play some open BOR stuff. I think after I'm done right now, I'm gonna see if there's any more. I haven't checked Chrono Crash in a couple weeks. There might be another good one. I need to get the new version of Streets of Rage 2X too. So yeah, tomorrow's video is just gonna be this VOD. I just didn't really feel like doing much today. But I'll have some more original stuff coming out soon. As soon as I finish the cleanup on Orochi, I'll be doing some commentated final tower runs. I think people will really like that, but I've still got like at least another day or two of grinding before I can get to that point on the PC version. So maybe that's what I'll tackle tomorrow. Thanks for watching. I'm surprised as many people stuck around as they did, because I was just playing some total boomer games right there. Old school pixel art 2D beat 'em ups, and not a lot of people that that subscribe to me like watching that stuff. I think the older crowd likes watching them, but the people that are younger that didn't grow up with that stuff just don't resonate with it, which is fine. I don't really care about the views or anything. But yeah, thanks for sticking around. I'll see you guys tomorrow.